What's up, everybody? This is Edward back with another video. I swear I be doing this stuff live stream style or fucking Instagram style. Y'all, let me know in the comment section how you all would feel with me going live on Instagram, because that's definitely something I would pursue. Either going live on Instagram or going live on TikTok, probably Instagram. Spread this out a little bit. I don't want y'all having to be on hold to different social media, but let me know in the comment section what that is. So you got a couple of videos. Shout out to the Kosher Clinician. Shout out to Obsidian. Obviously, well, not obviously, but Obsidian. Shout out to Shannon. You guys, shout out to Roger Report. You got some great folks doing some great work, having some great necessary dialogue. Shout out to Chicago Rilla. I saw the clip on the Lapeef show. Kendra was on there again, but they had a situation. And by the way, I hear the dude is saying my audio is bad for when I do these drives. Part of that is it's a lot of interference. I like talking and driving. I just do. I don't really like, I'll do it, but I don't like sitting in my office and fucking talking, because I'm always fucking in that office. Always in that goddamn office. I don't really like walking and talking. But this is going to be a pretty short one. So if y'all going to sound off, sound off. Also, shout out to everybody in the Patreon. I hope you all like the videos. I fixed the issue with some of them were private, because I remember I privatized certain videos and didn't enlist them. So those have been corrected. Just let me know. And definitely let me know what you think of these videos in the comment section, especially if you're somebody that's the first time you saw the videos. I made sure to go further back, so most of you all haven't seen those videos. I'm not trying to retread old content. This is just stuff that you can kind of hear. Look at the date of when the video was posted, and you'll understand it from like 17, 18. It gives you different times back then. Remember, post-COVID, post the election, post a lot of shit. So anyway, so there's a couple of good things going on. So this is just me having my commentary. If you got a question for me, you want me to speak on something, definitely put it in the chat, and I'll do a little quick speak on it a little bit. This is not really anything that's gonna go anywhere. Just me kind of addressing some things, and then this afternoon, since I got a minute, and I'm going somewhere real quick. So first things first, let's start off with this. I could have did a video on this, but I'm gonna talk about it. Everybody's doing a video on this that I've seen. I might have my own little take on it, so I may do a specific video on it. But Will and Jada, for a long, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. BGS was right. Jada wants out of their marriage, and at this point, and it's not even at this point, probably ever since the August Alcina shit, and I could argue even before that, it's Will's fault. Will chooses to be in that marriage every day, and I understand getting a divorce is gonna fuck up his image, it's gonna fuck up his career. The truth is, I don't know if Will Smith is gonna have a renaissance like Keanu Reeves. That's very rare. Obviously, Keanu is not always the case. So it's really like, I think Will Smith's and this, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, I think the Will Smith's best career is behind him. As far as economically, as far as how much he was getting paid. Now, if we could talk about he have some hits, maybe he will. But Hollywood is not the same anymore. Hollywood is not this, it's not. And so, I kind of sometimes see that Will Smith is kind of holding on rather than kind of evolving into kind of something else, which means deal with more productions, do more partnership roles. Which is, he's kind of the OG, and then you're bringing in fresh people in there and putting projects together based on that, a lot of stuff. But this is not me critiquing his career. He's Will Smith. I'm just a nigga. But and I'm gonna get back to Chicago Real in a second. But because I do want to acknowledge when people definitely hold the bar up, I want to acknowledge that. But, as far as Jada, I don't blame Jada at this point. Will should have never married Jada. I have always thought Jada Pinkett was over fucking rated. I don't know if you niggas lust for these short bitches. I don't know. But Jada Pinkett, I've never understood And I like Jada Pinkett in The Matrix. You know, I like Jada Pinkett in Gotham. You know, but I've never ever understood why you niggas just lose your minds over Jada Pinkett. I've never understood that. Like, niggas black, y'all niggas would eat her shit. That's literally how some of you, nigga, Jada Pinkett, Jada Pinkett. I'm like, nigga, this bitch ain't got no chest. She ain't really got no ass like that. Her face is alright. The fuck is this bitch showing you all that's making you all just lose it? I've never understood that. I've never understood what the, she is solid, but but Jada Pinkett is not gonna go down. I don't think Jada Pinkett is on the level of Nia Long at Nia Long's best. Real talk. In fact, real talk, if Nia Long got in shape, I think she beat her out now. I've just never understood what is it about Jada Pinkett to make you niggas like just lose your minds like that. And here's the thing, you all are in good company because Will Smith is like the old man August Alsina. I mean, not August Alsina, PJ Washington or Tucker, whatever the fuck his last name is. You know what I'm talking about. And he's gonna get the same treatment. It doesn't, and he really is worse, because at least with him I can say he was young. At least I could give him that, even though that's not admissible in Edward court. You being young with that bitch, knowing what you knew about that bitch, nah, fuck that. Knowing what I know you had as far as people that told you about that bitch, no. If it would have been some chick where you just did not know and she didn't have a history like this out there like that, because it's well known Brittany Renner has mental issues. It's well known. She's like undiagnosed, but it's very obvious. But anyway, going back to Will, it's the same thing. Her mama was a crackhead. Jada has offered to do substance abuse. It was out there in Hollywood what Pinkett Smith was about. She has made it well known that it was about Will. Like, she was an alpha widow to Will Smith. I mean, not Will Smith, Tupac. And the thing about it is, here's my thing. You can't blame Jada because Jada was transparent. Jada was transparent about her bullshit, just like Brittany Renner was transparent about her bullshit. It ain't their job for you to pick up the game. When the game is laid like there, like T-ball, if you can't hit the fucking ball, well, nigga, I'm sorry, you deserve to get worked in these streets. That is the law of the jungle. If you are that dumb, then your only value is to get fucked over. And I like Will Smith. But at the same time, I like Will Smith, especially because Will Smith, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's really done for black people, to be honest with you. I don't think he gets enough as far as entertainment and representing black men the way they need to be represented. You know, I hate this, man. I wish he would have won an Oscar. I like Denzel and Alonzo in Training Day. But, man, if that would have been another year, man, I would have, damn. So, I got respect for Will Smith. Yeah, but these motherfucking niggas, like, y'all niggas, and it be the short bitches most of y'all niggas be losing it over. And I'm just gonna say this is fucked up. If y'all niggas are over, y'all can say I'm hating. I'll give y'all permission to say what the fuck y'all want to say and take this the way y'all want to take it. I will give y'all permission to take this. I don't mean it this way. I don't. But I'm going to say it. But I understand how y'all may take it. Especially you niggas that are like 6 foot and up. I'm just saying. All y'all niggas that y'all lose your fucking minds. Like y'all, a lot of y'all that popped off on Glendon the way y'all popped off. And I understood it. Because Glendon said what he said, right? But the way y'all just got irrationally angry, and then just lost it, and then some of y'all are like 6'5", 6'4", and then y'all be with bitches that are 5'1", 5'2", and then that's like what you like? Oh, I love that. I'll never be with a bitch that's like 5'5", 6". Oh, they gotta be short. Fun size. Ha ha ha. And then I'm like, understand it. I'm peeping that shit. I peep shit. I peep this like lust, this over lust for like women that even for females are like short. And then it's this, oh my God, da da da. I don't bring that up because that's like I'm not trying to draw no conclusions with that. I'm not saying nothing, but I just look at the thing behind the thing behind the thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like when I hear dudes say they gotta be 5'3" and below, and I'm like, nigga, you're 6'4". Like, really? You can't even reach a bitch. You can't even reach a bitch to kiss her unless she got heels on. And then the first thing people will say, nigga, you hating because you short. Fine, you want to say that, you want to say that. That is a discount what I'm saying, though. And it'll be the same niggas that will, like, go do the fucking most. Oh, my God, I can't believe you like that. I'm just saying. But that's besides the point. And like I said, y'all can take that the way y'all want to take that. That's not me trying to say nothing. I'm just saying I look at little shit like that. I do. And I don't always say everything that's on my mind, despite what people may think. But like I said, Jada Pinkett is not all that. She never has been. And the only thing that I see that really gives is because she's short. That's really it. And same thing with Nicki Minaj. A lot of these short bitches, because Nicki Minaj is 5'3". A lot of these short bitches, motherfuckers be just doing the most about. Nigga, I'll have her baby. Nigga, I this, I that. You bring up in a male and nigga, oh no, I don't understand, man. It's just something about her, man. She like white men. Like whatever bullshit. I'm like, yo, y'all really be thinking like motherfuckers don't notice that dumb shit? But whatever. It is what it is, right? Anyway. But yeah. And so Will Smith has put up with all this bullshit. I'm like, your kids are grown. Your money is pretty much what it is. I mean, yeah, she may take... Here's the thing. If you're smart, what you'll do is you'll put the kids, be like, yo, if Jada gets half this money, this is your money she about to get. But Will ain't gonna have enough, like, he ain't gonna have enough, you know, really fortitude to pull some shit like that. Because white men are big on that. Be like, look, this bitch get half my money. That's going to be what I leave. A lot of that's coming out of what I leave y'all. Understand that. And then you put the kids invested in wanting to keep that bitch under control. You know, not to wild out too fucking much. Because you got them invested. Black men don't like to do that because black men accept this place as like the redheaded stepchild in their own house that they helped build. And the thing about it, and my main point in saying this is, I got respect for Will Smith, but I don't feel sorry for Will Smith because Will Smith is a grown-ass man making grown-ass decisions. This is the same thing that when bitches get hit by dudes and they stay. I don't want to hear your tears, because at the end of the day, yes, he is wrong. He is all of these things, but you're staying. So you're validating what he's doing. It's the same thing. All of this disrespect that Jada goes out of her way to give Will, the truth is, Jada, you know, Will puts up with that. So what are you going to say? It's the same thing with Ciara and Russell Wilson in little ways. In fact, that might be his future. Huh. No pun intended. So that's what I got to say about that. You know, people can say, you know, there's a role to be played in saying that even when you're a Will Smith, this is the respect you get. So why? There's a role, but I'm not going to take that. That's the obvious route. I'm not going to take that route. You know, I'm going to leave that for people that can get more views. The route I'm going to take is, at the end of the day, as a man, you have, if you're not willing to enforce your own standards, a woman has no reason to respect them. And that's just real talk. Like, Will Smith, he went, well, my image. Nigga, fuck your image. It's well known that you date out. Like, your image, well, nigga, I can't get roles. I can't be that. That's bullshit. Will Smith is Will fucking Smith. Him being married to Jada ain't gonna make or break that. That's some bullshit he tells himself. Now, I understand the image shit makes sense for certain people, but Will Smith is too seasoned in his career for that to matter as much. Especially to a female like Jada. Can you honestly say that Will being married to Jada? Okay, you can say that's true for marriage. Can you honestly say you being married to Jada is making that difference? Is that what we're being told? And so at the end of the day, I'm not saying he should divorce her. I'm just saying, hey, he knows what it is, and whatever he decides, that's what he's deciding to do. And yeah, we can talk about it because it's a good, 48-hour event. Because Jada is always the gift that keeps on giving. Jada doesn't understand that she's hurting black. She's not just hurting Will. She's hurting black women in general. Because quite frankly, she's just going to be the example, especially when you look at how many dudes people actually validated Jada in the black community. Jada was a sex symbol in the black community. And how disrespectful Jada is, she got her man. She won. Even though the dude she won and lost. But at the end of the day, I'm looking, and I ain't hating on her mom. Her mom looks all right. But man, her mom was a crack fiend. I mean, you know where they come from. And I'm not going to say they ain't never did no crack in my, extended family. But what I'm saying is, you can see, she is like her mama. And you see that coven. You see that. And it doesn't matter. What Will Smith you all is, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You can be Jesus fucking Christ. And guess what? If a bitch ain't shit, she ain't shit. Oh, I just don't want to be under a man's shadow. This brought to you, but like as if she wouldn't have been under Tupac's shadow. She would have been under Tupac's shadow more than she would have been under Will Smith's. Because of the legendary status Will Smith occupied. And I would argue Tupac has a bigger personality and has a need for everything to be about him more than Will did. But that's just some shit they say. That's a way of validate so she don't be called an ain't shit bitch. That's a way for her to validate her disrespecting Will. That's all that is. That's her little, let me give a reason, because I can't just say I don't like this nigga because I'm done with this nigga. Because now you look like an ain't shit bitch. And then you open yourself to criticism, which women don't want. So women are always, make sure you get them lights up. Let's get it. Women are gonna wanna talk about he ain't hitting it right. Like, oh, well, our sex life because we've been married so long. I'm like, bitch, you get new dick. So it ain't like, Will is the only dude you fucking. But it don't matter, because truth is, Jada don't respect Will no more. She really don't. And there's nothing you can do with that. Yo, I'm going to stay for the kids. Nigga, your kids are grown. That's not an excuse. So what is your excuse? It's almost like Will is staying in that marriage because he's like, bitch, you gonna file. Because you gonna be the one that broke this. I'm not gonna be it. And if Will was willing to play that game with his life, hey, I'm not mad at him. I'm not gonna hate on him for being petty like that. I'm not going to be mad at him for it. If he's saying I'm not going to give Jada the ability to say I left her ass, I'm not going to give her that benefit, I'm not going to be mad at Will. That wouldn't be me, but I'm not going to be mad at Will. But I think it's deeper than that. I think that nigga still got hope. I do believe it's deeper than that. I don't think that Will is just being petty. I think Will is playing a game with his own head, and that's on him. That's on him. That's on him. Because literally, when you look at that relationship, you look at how the kids turned out, and you look at that relationship, that shit looks like he's the bitch and Jada is the dude. The way they acted. And then you can see their kids, where their kids want, the girl want to be a boy, the boy want to be a girl. So anyway, that's that. The other thing let's back to Chicago Rilla. There's a link I shared in the community tab. Make sure y'all check out the community tab. This is why I share what I share. And Chicago Rilla, it was a link. It was like a clip from one of their shows, the Lapeef show. And Kate jumped all over Chicago Rilla because Chicago Rilla said that he qualified it by talking about like age groups, but he was basically saying the title was modern men will walk away before they're put up with black women or modern women's bullshit. And that's true. They will. Regardless of what women think, they will do it. Most of them. Walking away means a lot of different things. That's why it's jumping the race, jumping the culture, just saying, just not fucking with women like that in general, buying pussy, going overseas, whatever. And Chicago really said, because dudes on YouTube are quote unquote not complaining. Not complaining. Not complaining. He did not say they were complaining, they were not complaining. Now, to be fair, he was qualifying it at certain age groups. But Kay jumped on his ass. And the thing about Kay is one of these females where you need to just tell her to shut the fuck up. Because you got to shock her out of that. I'm light skinned, so I'm going to just... Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, know your place. You ain't as smart as you think you are. Now, she's going to get mad. She's going to get upset. She'll probably pout, walk away. But you don't... And obviously, they have their show. They got to operate as colleagues. I understand that. So he can't do that. But that's what Kay needs. Kay needs a motherfucker to tell her, as Ice Cube, shut up, bitch. Like, just to say, shut the fuck up, okay? Okay, let me, you want to answer, let me say it. Not no, you, like, cut this bullshit where you think you about to trip me up. Because you ain't got the checkmate like you think you do. But see, I understand Chicago really can't do that approach. So let me be fair about that. Not to say he would want to give him an out. But, and I'm not trying to backseat quarterback him, but he knows everybody on here ain't complaining. And the thing about it is, Kay is extremely dismissive. The problem is, Kay doesn't really see, this is the problem. With Kay is disingenuous. Kay is disingenuous as hell. And what happens is, because of the nature of their show, you're really not allowed to just drill her ass down the way you grind her in the dust the way you need to really shut her the fuck down. She's used to being around men that are not going to really get real patriarchal with her and really kind of basically make her look like a fucking little girl, feel like a little girl that she acts like. That's really what that is. That's really what that is. So when you see, like, that was the same thing with Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer is like that with dudes too. He's not, because, and shout out to him, but he's not going to just basically take this fucking drill and drill your ass. Really walking you through your logic. And I'm going to tell you how I know that to be true. Kay doesn't talk that shit to Kevin. You will never see Kay open her fucking mouth when Kevin is on there. She going to be real docile, real, I know who the fuck I am, I know who the fuck you are, so I'm going to shut the fuck up with Kevin. And to be 100, even though Jason's been talking shit, she wouldn't do that shit with Jason either. She wouldn't do that shit with BGS. Women know, and I'm not saying that these men are strong. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, women know the men that's going to play with them for whatever reason. Because they got a show to run, and they got to be context to the show and what they're trying to do. Because dudes like Mr. Palmer are not really trying to be that guy, and they really want to focus on the mission at hand. So they always bring it back to the mission, which shout out to him. So I'm not saying these are all bad reasons. And then you got dudes that have less tolerance for that shit. You just do. Or they'll give women more latitude. And women know the women to like the dudes to intermix with that, because it allows them to be who they are. This is why a lot of black women don't deal with non-black men like that. Because truth is, they may be nice to you at first, but when it comes down to it's time for you to shut the fuck up. They're going to give you a look, or they're going to give you a gesture, or they're going to just outright tell you shut the fuck up, or they're going to get away from you if they realize you're too fucking dumb to understand when the code switch. And switch back in to now it's time for you to play your role. And so my point is, when you look at what Chicago really was saying is, a lot of dudes, most of the dudes in this space want to be with black women. So what they are essentially trying to do is pretty much discern what their concerns are. That's what they're trying to do. They're not complaining. They are trying to say, this is what we want to be with black women. Now, Kay's too fucking stupid to understand that, because most black women understand you either do what I say or come along with what I'm saying, or you're complaining. That's what Chicago really was trying to communicate to Kay. And he didn't really want to snap in and go Chicago on her ass and basically say, man, maybe if you shut the fuck up and let me say what the fuck I gotta say, I'll get it out. Can you do that for me? Well, first of all, you need to shut your fucking mouth. Have whatever response you want to fucking have after I say what the fuck I can say. Can you do that? Or are you too fucking stupid to comprehend that shit? Now she do that, she just go click on the button, time her at, and basically, pout. He knows that, so he don't want to do that. He don't want to be seen as that guy. And I understand that with that show, you got to deal with people. You got to deal with people. I get it. I get that. So I understand that. I get that. Right? That's how I would approach shit, because I don't give a fuck. But that's why you don't see me on no panel. That's why me so black didn't work out. But, it is what it is. Now, some of y'all may be saying, well, you didn't do that with Jessica X. You didn't do that with Jessica X. Well, Jessica X didn't pin me. Jessica X didn't push. Jessica X let me talk. And if I got control of the thing, I'll just mute her. So if I got control over the thing, I'll just mute you. But if I'm on a panel where I don't have control over the mute button, no. But if you see the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Jessica X tried to trip me up with like put me in a corner. I can handle that. But when people want to like over talk me to the point where I can't say shit because they don't want to get it out, they want to make a point like they're dominating. Nah, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, what Kay was trying to say is, are you saying all black men on YouTube don't complain? Nobody's saying all. I don't know why black people think in all or something. That's come on, man. I'm not gonna go into low IQ shit, but for real. But this idea, but most black men on this space are not complaining. That's not what we're doing. People always talk about, well, you need to be solution oriented. Well, the solution is simple. The solution is expand your options interculturally and interracially, and don't tolerate women. Self-improve, expand your options so you don't have to tolerate bitches that want to act up. And if you don't want to expand your options, then shut the fuck up, because you're choosing to engage with black women. You're choosing to hope that black women will change. That is a choice. That's really it. That's where it starts, where it ends. The arguments come in this idea that there is something to be said about black people actually working together. Well, black people just talk the shit out. No, there is no talking it out. You can't talk it out for women that are fundamentally problematic. Because you talking it out is essentially you validating their issues. You're basically saying, well, this is how black men contribute to them acting the way they do. No, this is why I say black women need to date out. Because if it's really black men, then change the variable and go be happy. But black women choose to stay in the black community. Black women choose to not self-improve themselves enough till they be viable mates for other races. It's because we love black men. Bitch, no, it's not. It's because nobody will tolerate your bullshit. Black men know that. We know that. So we need to start leveraging that shit. And so now you bring it back to Jason Black. Jason, any reason to and he wants to say, oh my God, I just can't believe that Kevin said for y'all to date white women, which is not what he said. And that really undercuts Jason's credibility in his argument, because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, my nigga, if you ain't selecting none of these fruits from this goddamn produce market, don't tell nobody else to. At the end of the day, you ain't married to no black bitch. And you done been, like Jason says, from every fucking street in the United States. Which means you ain't found one worth a cuffing. So as far as I'm fucking concerned, you fronting. At least Kevin has married two of these motherfuckers. You ain't married one. So for you to sit there and like talk that shit, it's like you just supposed to ignore that bullshit. And see, this is why Jason always shuts the comments down. Now, he kept the comments open now because he realized it ain't always going to land the way he wants it to land. Because you had dudes that they agree with staying with just black women, but they was like, but they understood the point. They understood what Kevin was saying. They just said they going to fuck with sisters anyway, which is their choice. But don't act like you got a logical reason for doing it. Don't act like you have a logical reason for doing it. Georgia boy, how am I reaching? What am I reaching? What am I reaching, Georgia boy? Shout out to Son is the hot rod. I think he's playing chess at this point. He's giving Jada enough rope to hang herself within the form of Red Table Talk. She's doing this. No, Son, I don't. Look, that's a valid opinion. I'm not gonna say that opinion is not valid. It may not have it may have I definitely understand how a reasonable, intelligent person can come to that conclusion. But that's not what I think. What I think is that's not what I think. Because my thing is, Will is too fucking old to be playing that shit. He's too old to do that. Like, nigga ain't got all these years. Look, when dudes start getting sick, let's be clear here. When dudes start getting, I don't give a fuck how physically fit you are. Once you start getting to 60, you at the wall, motherfucker. Like, from a physical standpoint, let's cut that bullshit out here right now. You may be able to extend your shit through your 40s and 50s, which everybody don't do, most men don't do. But once you get in your 60s, that's it. So let's call that what that is. Will ain't got that kind of time to be pulling that bullshit. Because the more time he waits, the worse it's going to be. He should have divorced her ass like 10 years ago and he would have already recovered and went on with his life. But hey, that's a valid opinion. I don't know what Georgia Boy is talking about. TBA had a Patreon live stream a while ago where he specifically interviewed successful brothers that dated out. I'd be interested in seeing that. The thing is, a lot of this bullshit with Jason attacking a black man started when Jason started to make a very strong effort to build up his Patreon. Once Jason started building up his Patreon for the business, that's when he started attacking us. So a lot of the shit he does is financially motivated. I've never brought that up, but that is true. So as far as he's concerned, Jason's hustling. And then he tried to merge Kevin with Fresh and Fit. He does that on purpose, and that's that disingenuous bullshit. Will is an idiot if he wants to be a fixer. Because Will ain't successfully fixed none of these bitches, because you can't fix these bitches. When they like that, they can't be fixed. The only person that can fix you is you. Period. And a black man love fault like shit. Just like these white men can't fix these black bitches. Which is why they stay divorcing their ass. His dad had to date 4 white men. Like, it ain't the men. Not in those situations. I'm starting to think his first wife looked better too. I think Will just fell in love with the Jada train. And I'm like, nigga, you knew that she was an alpha widow to Tupac. And you married her anyway. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm not going to blame Jada for that. What was Jada supposed to do? Say I'm an alpha widow? Don't marry me, I'm damaged? She does that and everything but actually saying the words. Man, he always talking. I don't even take what Jason say seriously. Yeah, I'm curious to see that movie. He said fun size is better. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want, but my thing is, you know, some of y'all, I mean, that's cool, but some of y'all, like, it's just when I see, like I told you, dude, when people react that harshly, that emotionally on certain stuff, they're covering shit up. And I said that, everybody tried to act like I was deflecting. I'm not. Craig the Tech Guy, no, Will isn't going to divorce her. He is maintaining the high ground. Yeah, that's on him though, because that shit has its own costs. Because the truth is, Jada can already fuck other people. I mean, if you're gonna give her carte blanche to just make you look like a fool, then you gotta take that hit. Will can only take so much of that before his reputation starts to take a hit too. It doesn't matter about Will's rotation. At this point, it's beyond that if you're being embarrassed. If you got somebody openly saying you can't fuck, because Will ain't openly highlighting his rotation. So yeah, he probably got a rotation, but that nigga, man, Will, no, I doubt that, Jay Will. I think y'all are overreading into it. Sometimes the simplest answer is the answer. Yeah, which tells you height, like all that shit don't come down to it. That shit that women say in order to try to shut you up. Yeah, we are assuming she'll get high, but they're in California. He said, the bitches literally the same size. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all really like, come on, man. Y'all think nobody notices that y'all niggas be like 6'5", wanting little girls? Oh, but they the age, but they just short. Okay. Remember, R. Kelly's a tall ass nigga too. I'm just saying. Y'all can front if you want to. Shout out to Solus with the $5 super sticker. But yeah, man. So as far as I'm concerned, and see, women will go along with that because of talk game. But dudes see that, I'm like, nigga, you ain't picked nothing from this cherry tree. You may be dating, but you ain't really taking none of these chicks seriously like that. So if you the man, if Jason the man like he say he is, then by definition he should be able to bring one of these bitches to heel. But the problem, I'm not saying the shit he's saying don't work. I'm saying the problem is these chicks, it's an issue with these chicks. And people want to say, well, all women are the same. But that's ways of basically keeping black men from staying invested. Scheme or a network marketing scheme. Say whatever the fuck you need to say to keep them paying the month-to-month subscription. That's what that is. Y'all understand that very clearly when it comes to network marketing and pyramid schemes. For some reason, you niggas seem to be slow on that when it comes to dating. I find that very, very interesting. When it comes to dating, y'all don't know. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with liking short girls. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, motherfuckers will play this age shit and they'll want to throw everything in there. But you'll never hear a nigga that's 6'5" dealing with a 5-foot old chick. You'll never hear nobody say, doesn't that look weird? You'll never hear that. But you'll hear all these motherfuckers, she ain't mentally developed. She ain't this, she ain't that. I'm like, yo, I just find that funny how the society as a group have this mentality. Because the reality is, you got women, and I've said the same thing with females. I'm like, okay, bitch, you're 4'11", but you need a nigga. I've literally heard a bitch say that it's 4'11". I've heard that more than a couple of times. A bitch that's 4'11" say, I need a nigga that's 6'5". And I mean really point to a nigga that's 6'5". Not know, oh, well, it feels that way. I'm like, why? Like, really? Why? I don't know. I just feel protected. I just feel this. I just da 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 da. You can't even fuck a bitch right. Fuck a bitch right with that being that, with that wide of a gap. Niggas be like, yeah, man, all she can do is ride. All she can do is ride. I've heard niggas say that. Nigga, I got niggas. I know niggas that are a lot of my friends are 6 foot and taller. So I've heard the bullshit. These will be the very niggas. I can't believe he said that. I can't believe that. He said that. We gonna protect that girl. I'm like, all right, nigga. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember. I don't bring everything up. I don't. I purposely withhold a lot of shit because I want to see how people are gonna respond to shit. You saying come on, Ed? I'm not. Again, I said this before. I'm not trying to make no declarations on that. I'm just saying that's interesting to me. I'm just saying that's interesting. Trust me, I observe everything. Just saying. Man, I'll talk about that later. If you ain't tossed the near midget bitch around in the bedroom, brother, you haven't fully lived. I mean, my thing is though, again, I just compare one thing to another thing, and then I kind of look at how the emotional spectrum is so wide with that, and I just find that interesting. I really do. And then people want to not talk about it, but I'm like, well, why is it? Talk about you ain't tossed the midget bitch around, but we talk about niggas where they got like even like shout out to the lead attorney. Lead attorney said, yeah, man, if you see me with a 5'8" chick, that means either she a 10 or I couldn't find nothing. And you know, and I'm not saying that 5'8" and like 5 foot is two different things, but he even said 5'3". He was laughing, and it's like, and lead attorney is legit 6'1", 6'2". So my thing is, you got this wide gap, and then and I'm not saying, I'm not judging nothing. All I'm saying is, when you look at this, is why when dudes try to tell me, oh man, a lot of these dudes, they want tall women. I'm like, that's bullshit. Maybe in the black community that's not true. I don't know where y'all are getting that from. And when I ask these niggas where they getting that from, they really just making the shit up, or they feel that way, because with every nigga I know that is over 6 foot, they want they want as short as they can damn near get it. Like, real fucking talk. And it is what it is. Preferences are preferences. And I'm not reading, I don't read into it more than what that is. Hour and 10 minutes. It's not a declaration, it's not a judgment. It's just an observation. Just something for y'all to think about. I'm not, let me be clear here. If you're 6'1" and you talk about a chick that's like 5'5", 5'4", that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about niggas that are like 6'5", dealing with women that are like 5'2", 5 foot. That's what I'm talking about. I want to be clear about that. So most of you niggas, I'm not talking about y'all, and y'all know I'm not. I'm not here to tell y'all who to date and why. I'm talking about that Dan, that 6'5" to 5 foot. That's what I'm specifically talking about. I want y'all to be clear about that. I don't know. Anyway, with Sun is Hot Rod. But anyway, y'all, it's been a great combo. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. This is Edward signing off. Peace.